Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gap where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Tutor Arnel.
Good afternoon po.
And happy Tuesday once again. And we are back to have another afternoon with you. This of course, will be for English 7. That would be our ETUlay online tutorial. This time we're going to have module 2, of course. And of course, we are here from SDO Pasig. And I am Tutor Drace. And with me right now is none other than.
Yes, of course, your tutor Arnel again. We're going to have another fun and fruitful sessions this Tuesday afternoon.
Yes, so of course we are always here from 1:40 to 2:20 p.m. That's every Tuesday, together with the rest of the junior high school team of the English department. Now, Tutor Arnel, before we start, I had taken down the names of our first three tutees, and they are the following.
Oh,
So we have Samantha Blasi. Hello, Samantha from Liano High School, Caloocan City. And our second duty, these are the early birds this afternoon. We have Esel
wow.
Reconese Soto from Mangahan High School. Hi, Esel. And of course, number three, we have Alriza Zidane Gaza from 7 MH or M Del Pilar, Pampanga High School. So we have from Caloocan, we have from Pampanga, and we also have from Pasig. Good afternoon, everyone, and happy viewing.
Yes, good afternoon to all of you watching our session this afternoon.
Yes. So for this week, we are going to discuss, of course, our topic, which is about using the search engine to locate information. Now, this is a very, very timely information, a very, very timely topic because, of course, we are all using information gathering now that we are in face to face, in online classes. And, of course, we would also like to thank our module reference for this afternoon. We have, of course, the central office of the Department of Education. So let me now give the floor to our ever pogging tutor from Pasig. So, but before that, baka magtampo yung mga estudyante ko because I promised a shout out again to them. So this time it's going to be for my advisory class who is
Wow.
always with us. Yes, and although they are already grade 10 students, they are still with us and doing their review. And they're always telling me that the ETUlay is a very good thing because they are reviewing their past lessons. So, and this, of course, is something that will help them in a lot of their lessons now. So, let me first greet my advisor class, everybody from 10 EOLUS. Happy watching, guys. And of course, to my other classes from 10 Adonis, from 10 Kratos, 10 Aphrodite, and 10 Apollo. So, ayan na, wala na akong utang, 'di ba? So, I already have given my shout out now. So, of course, now let us give the floor to Sir Arnel. So, he will be teaching you again this afternoon. And of course, let me say good luck to everybody. And again, thank you very much for staying with us. See you later.
All right,
Good
see you
luck,
later,
Tutor
Tutor Dre.
Arnel.
Thank you, Tutor Drazel. All right, now, so this afternoon, since we are done with the shout outs, all right, we're going to have our lessons objectives this afternoon. So just like the previous sessions that we do have the three objectives. So the first one, the ones that will deal with your cognitive skills, the objective will be define search engine and its uses. So medyo magpapaka-IT tayo ng konti this afternoon because we're going to talk about hindi naman ganun karami but a little technical terms pertaining to the usage of search engine. All right, now regarding our affective side or affective aspect, the objective would be share one's best practice when searching information online. So that's what we're going to deal with the objectives for the affective. And of course, for the psychomotor, we're going to use search engine in finding information. So medyo parang mahirap lang siyang pakinggan, but I know that you perfectly know how to utilize the search engine, lalo pa ngayon na tayo ay new normal na. All right, now we are going to have our featured tutor for week for week two. All right. Actually, the activity was done during week one lesson. And our featured tutor would be Daniela Adelaide Jameline Sol Dizon. All right. From Mangahan High School. So we are going to give you your badge for submitting your entry. So actually, this is a video. All right. Wait a moment. I think I forgot to share the sound of the video. So just a moment. We're going to. Hmm. Okay, wait up. Okay, here you go. Oh, I think there's no sound. Okay, just a moment, my dear students. So this is actually a video of a relative of Adelaide. All right, so she conducted an interview. Okay. Okay, wait a moment, my dear students. Alam niyo naman, pag new normal, no, we usually encounter some problems. Okay. All right. So if you may remember, my dear students, di ba I asked you to interview a relative pertaining doon sa ating session. Okay. So wait a moment. Hmm. Okay. I'm really sorry, my dear students. Okay, so we are just going to skip this part and we might be giving some portion of this one in our next session. Okay, so pasensya na, my dear students. Okay, so now we would like to congratulate once more, okay, Adelaide Jameline Soldizan from Mangahan High School for submitting an amazing output for this afternoon. Okay, so let's give her a virtual round of applause sa inyong mga kanya-kanyang mga bahay. All right. Now, my dear students, this is what we are going to uh, have for our trivia this afternoon. So napakaraming celebrations in the month of November, and one of the celebrations that we have for the month of November is the National Book Week. All right? Hindi pa siya nangyayari, but it's going to happen when? On November 24 to 30. All right? And this is their e-poster. It's the 87th National Book Week. Outcomes, outreach, outstanding libraries beyond boundaries. Okay, so talagang nag-reach out yung mga libraries right now that we are in the new normal through online setup. Okay, so the National Book Week is observed every year from November 24 to 30 by the virtue of Proclamation number 109 signed on November 19, 1936. So matagal na pala ito. Then, by then President Manuel Quezon. So according to the proclamation, the widespread interest in the reading of good books is a highly patriotic duty as well as a privilege. So the source was taken from Miss Mariel Medina of the Inquirer Research. Okay, so we are going to have a focus on this particular celebration because anyway, search engine or searching information online would definitely be still connected to our trivia for this afternoon. So let's begin with our activating prior knowledge activity. So my dear students, this is what you are going to do this afternoon. Okay, so let's see that. Identify the logo or brand showed in the picture. Okay, so magpapakita ako ng logo. Probably may takip yung logo ng konti. And then what you are going to do is to type in the name of that logo. All right, so I guess you're all ready. Let's begin with the first one. Okay, so what do you think is this logo or the name of this particular newspaper publishing company? So you may type your answers in our comment section. What do you think? Let's see if you know the answer. If you have seen this, I think this is one of the popular newspaper that we have in the Philippines. Okay, sorry, I have to drink some water. Okay, so Clara de Castro said Manila Bulletin. Okay, how about the others? Angela Pauline Bess said Manila Bulletin. All right, Alriza, okay. Medyo mabilis na siya. Okay, Samantha said Manila Bulletin. All right. Okay, Grace Golong. Okay, let's check it out if it's really Manila Bulletin. Okay, good job. It's Manila Bulletin. Okay, good job, students. All right, let's see the next logo. Ayan. What do you think is this logo? Let's see that, students. Okay, so you're still typing your answers from the first one. Yes, the correct answer is Manila Bulletin. How about for number two? Okay, so Lorraine Hibe said Google. Pauline Buen said Google. Clara De Castro said Google. Grace Golong said Google. Google. All right, so let's check it out if your answers are right. Yes, okay, that's correct. It's Google. So it's very popular nowadays, right? So meron pang ang word minsan na you Google it, all right? It's because of its popularity. If you are searching for something online. All right, how about this one? What do you think is this logo? So don't forget to put a number before your answer to be identified. So number two is Google. How about number three? What magazine is this? So you are still typing in your answer for, okay. Alriza said Time Magazine. All right, so Joseph Vince Desales said National Geographic. Samantha Blasi said National Geographic. Ezel Riconesis Soto said National Geographic. Okay, Janet Flood Patayan said National Geographic. Let's check it out if their answers are right. Okay, excellent. So this is the logo of National Geographic magazine. So it's one of the magazines I like, the ones that I find in the in the library when we are still allowed face to face, because the pictures are so clear and it's so colorful. The pages are so colorful and it's also informative. Okay, so good job, dear students. You were able to get the name of the logo correctly. Okay, let's have the fourth one. Okay. What do you think is this logo? Okay, so you are still typing in the answer for number three, National Geographic. Okay, Samantha Blasi typed in Bing. Arin Lorraine Hibe said Bing. Ari Crisolo said Bing. All right, Bing. Let's check it out if your answers are all correct. Okay, that's right. It's called Microsoft Bing or Bing. Okay, good job, students. And let's have the fifth one. What do you think is this logo? Okay, type in your answers. So number five, okay, I'm still seeing some answers from the fourth logo. Okay, the fifth one, Yahoo from Alriza. Ifer said Yahoo. Adrian said Yahoo. Caliph Gungan said Yahoo. Let's see if your answers are correct for number five. Yes, okay, it's Yahoo. All right, you might be wondering why did we use these logos in our activating prior knowledge activity? Because it has something to do with our lesson this afternoon. Okay, so from your module, all right, our sources of information could be actually be classified into these two major groups. So for example, the resources that we can find in the library, and also the ones that we can find in the search engines. Okay, so usually, the reason why I classified Manila Bulletin and the National Geographic magazine under the library resources, because these are printed materials that you can actually use when you go to the library. On the other hand, the following like Google, Bing, Yahoo, they're like virtual library. I'm not saying that they're library, but they're like acting like a virtual library wherein you can just type in any question that you have in your mind, type it in Google, in Bing or Yahoo, and then you will be able to get an answer that quick. Even for seconds, makakakuha tayo ng sagot kaagad-agad. Now that we are in the new normal, search engines like Google, Bing, and Yahoo are very popular, especially helpful for us to do our homework or to better understand our lessons. Okay, so let's now discuss the difference between the library resources and the search engine. So I have a Venn diagram here, and definitely these two are both rich sources of information. So I know that in your schools, you do have your own libraries there, and you can attest and you can actually agree with me that libraries are definitely places for rich information or for rich sources of information. So nung face-to-face tayo, if our teachers will give us an assignment, we definitely go to the library. But now that the technology is increasing, there is an additional source which we have the following search engines na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina. So what's the difference between the two? So library resources are accessible even though there's no internet, there's no connection, you don't have power source or you don't have gadgets. Magagamit mo yung mga books na nakalagay doon. The newspapers that you have there, all of the reading materials that you can get, kahit walang kuryente, kahit walang internet, you can access them. And at the same time, the printed materials that are stored in the library are considered to be more reliable. Why? It's because the information na nakalagay sa books, for example, ay nagdadaan sa maraming mga test, maraming mga taong nagbabasa nun before it's going to be published. Right? So it's considered to be a very reliable source of information. Now, how about for those information that we can find through different search engines? So for example, Google, we can access that anytime or anywhere if there is an internet connection or gadget. So right now that you are sitting in front of the computer, if you wish to look for a word, for example, you can just type it anytime, anywhere, all right? And another thing is the information is considered to be up to date. Kasi madali nga siya, nasa ano siya, nasa web siya, madali siyang ma-update. However, there's also what's this one? You have to be responsible as well with all of the information that you are searching online because not all of it are reliable. Kaya nga 'di ba meron tayong tinatawag na mga fake news or fake information na nagkalat. So you have to be really aware of it when you are searching information through search engines because not all information present in the websites that you're accessing would be reliable. Okay, so let's define search engines. Okay, so I have here my computer monitor, and all of these icons that you can see are examples of what we call search engines. So allow me to read to you the definition of search engines, my dear students. A search engine is a website through which users can search internet content. To do this, users enter the desired search term into the search field. So for example, pag nag-type kayo doon sa inyong URL o doon sa inyong website bar, magta-type kayo doon ng www.google.com, lalabas yung interface ni Google and meron kayong makikita doon na parang search, tas yung parang may magnifying glass. And then when you type it, all right, when you type something doon sa search bar, pag in-enter nyo, lalabas doon yung mga hinahanap nyong mga information. What else? So, search engines or the search engine then looks through its index for relevant websites and displays them in a form of list. All right. So for those who are utilizing Google, for example, or Yahoo, or probably it's Bing, for example, you type their biology, or for example, you type their subject and verb agreement. Ang gagawin ni search engine, it's going to bring you or it's going to present you relevant websites na makakatulong dun sa iyong search. That's why you have to click it one by one and read the content if those information that you will find in those websites would be helping you to answer a question or to help you solve the problems in your homework or in your searches. Okay, so the search engine's internal evaluation algorithm determines which position a website will get in the search results. So there are millions, I don't know if there are millions, probably more than thousands of websites when you are in the web, right? So the search engines tinutulungan tayo na maipon yung mga websites or yung mga links na makakatulong lang based doon sa iyong tinype sa search engine. Okay? So let's see the next explanation here. Google, Bing, and Yahoo are examples of popular search engines. Tandaan natin yun, class, ha? Google, Bing, Yahoo, tas yung mga nasa screen pa like Baidu, Ask, Yahoo, AOL, Yandex. I'm not so familiar with the others, but the ones that I'm so familiar are the following. Google, we usually use that. Yahoo, Bing, all right? But the rest, I really don't use them, no? So these are examples of popular search engines, and you may type in any of the addresses on the URL bar of your web browser like Google, Chrome, Safari, or Mozilla Firefox. So yun naman daw, Google Chrome, Safari, and Mozilla Firefox, ang tawag natin doon ay web browser. So let's not be confused, ha? Google, Bing, and Yahoo and the rest that you can see on the screen are examples of search engines. Now, para ma-access natin yung search engines, you need to type it in the URL bar that can be accessed through the web browsers na Google Chrome, Safari, or Mozilla Fox. Okay, so let me just check in your chat box. What type of web browsers are you using in your computer or probably in your phone or in your tablet, for example? Can I see? Can you type in? Are you using Google Chrome? Are you using Microsoft Edge? Are you using Safari, Mozilla Firefox? Can I see? All right, please type in our comment section. Okay, so Adrian said he's using Google Chrome. Okay. How about the others? Okay, Google Chrome. Okay, don't be confused, ha? Based on our module, Google is an example of a search engine. But if you're talking about the web browser, we call it Google Chrome. Okay, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge. Okay, Miss Janet and I have the same preference of a web browser, no? Google Chrome. Okay, most of you are using Google Chrome. Okay, great. All right, so I can see that you can see the difference now between a web browser and a search engine. All right, now let's look at this one. Ito yung tinatawag natin na URL, what I mean is URL bar, wherein you can actually type in the website that you are searching. So for example, for this URL bar, tinype natin yung google.com, www.google.com. It will appear like this doon sa inyong computer screen. Right? Okay, so if you can see there yung parang may magnifying glass dyan, when you type in the word that you are searching and you click enter, bigla kayong ililipat niyan dun sa listahan ng mga links that would help you search for information. O, what if you type in naman yahoo.com? So actually, yahoo.com will be leading you to a different site depending on your country. So for example, for Philippines, it will appear there phyahoo.com. Although pwede mo namang i-type lang na yahoo.com pero bigla siyang nagre-redirect doon sa PH because you are located in the Philippines. You will see this on your computer screen naman if you are accessing Yahoo. All right? On the other hand, if you check Yandex, this will appear like that. And then for AOL, it would appear like this. Okay, so whenever you are accessing different search engines, it will always be presenting you an interface like this. And then you can actually type in any word or any term that you are searching. And then when you click search, i-redirect kayo niyaan doon sa listahan ng mga links that would help you or that would answer the question that you typed in the search bar ng search engine. Okay? So here are the ways on how to search with or to how to search information with a search engine. Okay, so for example, number one, you have to figure out what you need to know first. Siyempre, alright? You have to know ano mo nang isa-search mo. Will you be searching information about your assignment in math, in English, in science? You have to figure out first so that malesen din yung time mo ng searching. Okay? So, next, you have to combine words to focus your search. We will explain it later. The third one is double check your information. And the fourth one will be bookmark reliable websites. Okay, so let's check first yung number one. Okay, so number one is figure out what you need to know. So it says here, it helps to start out by writing down everything you already know about your topic and what you think you may need to know for your report. So if you are planning for a presentation, if you have a report, for example, or if you just need to research an information, then better yet, class, that you need a piece of paper or probably a ball pen where you can actually write down those terms that you are searching. Well, you can actually directly type in yung mga words na hinahanap mo sa search engine, but the suggestion that we have in our module will just minimize the time that you will spend searching in front of the computer. Next is, if you don't know anything about your topic, you can also try an encyclopedia website like Encyclopedia Britannica or talk to a librarian or teacher. So if you really don't have an idea, it's better that you talk to your teacher and ask some more questions about the topic that was given to you. Lalo pa kapag hindi familiar sa'yo yung topic or first time mo siyang ma-encounter. Okay, so why is it suggested here that you have to check on the Encyclopedia Britannica? Well, that's what we have in our libraries, but we also have an available source for that. So probably to narrow down the search para mas umonte or para mas mag-minimize yung malalaking topics na pinapasearch sa inyo. Okay, so let's see the next one for, okay, sorry about that. Number two, let's check it out. Number two, combine keywords to focus your search. All right, so dun sa ating search bar, if you just search for George Washington, for example, you're looking for George Washington, you will find lots of information that might not be necessary to your report. Lalo pa kapag isang word lang. It's not only George Washington. For example, you type there science. Science is actually a big body of knowledge, so you definitely have to narrow it down. What particular topic in science are you looking for? So you can just type it in. So for easy gathering of information, you might use several keywords inside quotation marks. So for example, George Washington, you type it there on the search bar, and then you have to put quotation marks, and then yung word that you are looking for. So for example, you're looking for the birth date of George Washington. You can just put an enclosed. You just have to enclose the word in a quotation mark and then click enter, and then it will all be presenting you the necessary information. However, based on my experience, my dear students, kahit wala siyang quotation marks, i-type lang natin George Washington birth date, it will still give you the information that you are needing. You may also use some keywords that you have learned from the site to another to help you focus on the search topic. So, napakahalaga ng keywords class. When we talk about the keywords, these are words that you will be needing in your search that would help you find the best link to answer the questions that you need for your research. Okay? So for example, English. Now that we are talking about search engines, you can just type in their search engine. What is search engine? It will give you a specific idea about what you are searching for. Okay? All right. So the third one is double check your information. So for those who are very much familiar, yung mga magagaling talagang mag-search ng info sa search engine, good job, all right? However, you have to double check information. Why? Just like what I mentioned earlier, not all information present in the website will definitely be reliable. All right. So look for sites that list their references and source materials, which will explain where the author found the information. So mahalaga yun, lalo na yung mga articles, for example, quotations, for example. So make it sure that the quotation or the quote really came from that particular person. Mamaya pala yung ikino-quote mo na author is kinuha lang din pala niya sa ibang author. Yun. So you really have to be very careful with that. For example, the pictures. All right, where did you get the what I mean is where did you get the picture, the sources, the video, etc. So always double check the information you find on internet against an offline trusted resource to make it sure it's correct. So yung iba, just to make it sure, they still check it in a book. All right. So for example, they actually checked on particular information online, and then there's a particular author mentioned in there. So they will really look for the hard copy of that just to check whether it's really a reliable source that they got from online websites. Okay, so let's see what we have here. All right, so let's have the fourth one. We have bookmark reliable sites. Okay, so when you find a site that is a good resource, add it to your web browser favorite or bookmark so you can find it again easily. So class, my dear students, I'm just having a hard time presenting you my own screen to to teach you or to tell you how to bookmark. But if you have your computer with you, meron dun parang star on the side. When you click that, that would automatically bookmark yung website na sinesearch mo or binabasa mo. So, why do you have to bookmark? So that if you need to look for that information again next time, for example, you need it again tomorrow or you need it again in the future, you don't have to search again. Parang yung mismong search engine or yung mismong website ay nasa-save ba? So when you need to look for that again, you just have to click it and you don't need to type it anymore. So in our module, it says here, this helps you locate the resources in case you need the same information in the future. Di ba may times pa nga when we are typing words in the search bar, may mga suggestions nang lumalabas. So that would definitely be a feature of a bookmarking of bookmarking a site that is available in search engines to minimize the time of searching information online. Okay. All right. So now that we are finished with discussing about the definition of search engines and how to utilize search engines in searching for some information, we are going to have a short quiz here. Okay. So let's see. Type yes if the given statement is correct and no if not. So I hope natandaan nyo yung mga diniscuss ko sa inyo about how to search information. Okay. All right, so thank you, Lawrence, for typing in the words or the ideas that we discussed. No, very good, Lawrence. Okay. All right, so let's check it out. Let's have number one. All right, sabi dito, search engine is a website through which users can search internet content. Kung tama yan, you type in yes, and if it's not, you type in no. Mhm. Okay, so I'm waiting for your answers, my dear students. Is it a yes or no? Search engine is a website through which users can search internet content. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of answers now. Crisolo, all right, said yes. Marvin De Vera said yes. Rhea Liwanag said yes. Mike Gabriel Cañete said yes. Ella Marie Di Magila said yes. Khalif Gungon said yes. Marine Adeline Jumawan said yes. Let's check it out if it's really yes. Okay, yes. I discussed it earlier that when you are needing an information or to search an internet content, then you can just use the search engine for that. Okay, how about the next one? Keyword can help you quickly and narrow down your online search of information. So is it a yes or no? Keyword can help you quickly and narrow down your online search for information. Is it a yes or no? Okay, don't forget to write a number before your answer. So Lizelle Ann said yes. Bianca said yes. Diosa Espiritu said yes. Julia Poldo said yes. Mark John Ariel said yes. Let's see if the answers are correct. All right, good job. You were able to get it correctly. The correct answer is yes. How about the third one? Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox are examples of search engines. Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox are examples of search engines. Is it a yes or no? Number three. Okay, don't forget to type in your answer. Don't forget to put a number before your answer. So Mark Gabriel Cañete said yes. Tricia Cartagena said no. All right. Sabrina said yes. Pauline said okay. And then a lot of answers now are no. Earlier there are a lot of answers which are yes. Okay. So Achilles Villasenor said no. Okay. So it's a mixed up answer. So let's see if the answers of your answers are correct. Okay. No. All right. Bakit no? How do you call Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox? If they are not search engines, they are what? Can you type it in? What are these? Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox. They are what? They are they are what? Web browser. Yes, Alriza Gaza. Thank you. Okay, so let's have the fourth one. Reliable offline sources can be used to double check information found online. Reliable offline sources can be used to double check information found online. So is it a yes or no? Mm-hmm. Okay, so number four, is it a yes or no? Okay, yes, a lot of you are still typing web browser. Okay, so we will not forget that. Number four. Okay, so Rain Rizal said yes. Yancy said yes. Rhea Liwanag said yes. Wela Cano said yes. All right, let's see if your answers are correct. Yes. Okay, so gaya nung sinabi ko kanina, if you're not sure, if you're not so sure about the online resource, then definitely you can just check its reliability using offline sources. And the fifth one, Google, Bing, and Yahoo are examples of popular web browsers. Google, Bing, and Yahoo are examples of popular web browsers. Okay, so number five, is it a yes or no? Is it a yes or no? Okay, Mark Gabriel said yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, Samantha said no. Okay, Stephanie said no. Nako, mixed up ulit ah. All right, so Google, Bing, and Yahoo are examples of popular web browsers. Okay, let's see. Okay, no. All right, they're not web browsers. Earlier, yung Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, sila yung web browsers. Google, Bing, and Yahoo, the ones that we are using, websites that we are using for searching are called search engines. Okay, don't forget that. Okay, this time, use the search engine to look. Oh, sorry, wait. Bago tayo magpunta doon sa next activity, excited na naman ako. I want to see who got a perfect score muna. All right, so those who got a perfect score, please send me a heart react. Okay, perfect five. Heart react. Let's see if we are going to flood our comment section or comment box with a heart. Okay, so John Louis Dapiawen got a perfect score. All right, Mark John Ariel, Stephanie, good job, students. Lorraine Hebe, Maria Angelica, Samantha Blasi got a perfect score. Christina Christy de la Cruz got a perfect score too. Alriza, Princess, and so much more. Wow, congratulations. Congratulations for getting a perfect score. Okay, now this time, it's going to test how fast or how good you are in searching information using search engines. Okay, so let's check this out. You have to type in your answer in the comment box. So use a search engine, any search engine. It could be Google, it could be Yahoo, to look for your answer to the following question. So let's start with the first question. Okay, type your answers. When was Dr. Jose Rizal, when was Dr. Jose P. Rizal born? When was he born? Okay, so if you're not so sure about your answers, please type in your answer in a search bar. And when you found the answer, send it in our chat box or in our comment section. When was Dr. Jose Rizal born? Okay, so Janiel said June 19, 1861. Tricia Cartagena said December 30, 1896. Rosamel, okay. Let's see if your answers are correct. I copied and pasted the the website, Google. All right, so let's check it out. Oh, sorry. Okay, the correct answer is June 19, 1861. Okay, congratulations, Katrina, Christina, Jansen Robert. Okay, John Kevin Dapiawin. All right, so I think you really searched for this one. Okay, let's see the next question. How many planets are there in the solar system? I had an answer in my mind before I searched it and I was wrong, but surprisingly, I found the correct answer when I searched it in Google. Okay, number two, how many planets are there in the solar system? Okay, Lauren said two. Rain, Rizal said two. Sorry, eight. I mean, eight. All right. Sabrina said eight. Okay, Samantha Blasi said eight. Let's see. Okay, so Google said there are eight planets in our solar system. Okay, let's see the third question. What is the capital city of Abra province? Well, if you ask the capital of the Philippines, it's easy, right? But this time, not all of us might know. What is the capital city of Abra province? Search it in Google and type in the answer in our comment section. Mm-hmm. Okay, Janiel said Bangged. Mm-hmm. Aquila said Bangged. Tricia Cartagena said Bangged. Venice Abrese said Bangged. Let's see if your answers are correct. Okay, good job. Okay, it's Bangged. The seat of provincial government is at Bangged. Okay. All right, let's see the fourth question. What is the scientific name for humans? What is the scientific name for humans? Okay, so a lot of you are still typing Bangged. We're now in the fourth question. What is the scientific name for humans? Okay. All right, Lawrence Hermi Pastor Zamora said Homo sapiens. Mark Gabriel Cañete said Homo sapiens. Tricia Cartagena said Homo sapiens. Ogie Volpane said Homo sapiens. Let's see if your answers are correct. Wow, good job, students. Homo sapiens. All right, may explanation pa sa baba, but we will not read it anymore because we're running out of time. And the fifth one, who painted Spolarium? Who painted Spolarium? Okay, so you can search it in Google or in any other search engine. Okay, who painted Spolarium? Okay, you're still answering the fourth question. All right, Samantha Blasi said Juan Luna. Wela Cano said Juan Luna. Jimwell Astor said Juan Luna. John Vic Abalorio said Juan Luna. Rhea Liwanag said Juan Luna. Let's see if your answers are correct. And the rest are saying Juan Luna. Yes, good job. It's Juan Luna, the Filipino painter. Okay. Congratulations, students. Ang galing-galing naman. You were able to search the information very well. Okay, so let's see who got a perfect score. All right, let's see. Can you just send me a thumbs up this time? Thumbs up for those who were able to get a perfect score for our evaluating knowledges activity. Spoliarium. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Little typographical. Yes, thank you so much, Danette, for the correction. Spoliarium. Yes, yes. Okay. Wow. A lot of you are now getting uh, I mean, a lot of you are now sending thumbs up. All right. So Nicholas, Kristen, Shan River, Jimwell, Mary Rose, Pauline. Okay. Good job, students. I can't read all of your names, but I'm so happy that you were able to get a perfect score for our today's activity. Okay. All right. So generalizing learning. So, in connection to the celebration of National Book Week, let's answer the questions very quickly. So, share your best practice when searching information online. Type your answer in our comment section. So, ano ba yung mga practices na ginagawa ninyo when you are searching information online? The best practice, for example, how do you search information faster, or how do you make it sure that the information you are searching is correct? So maybe you can type us here some of the tips or some of the practices that you are doing so that you can efficiently use our search engines when you are searching information online. All right, so while we are waiting for your answers, I want to read some of our, uh, what I mean is the greetings coming from the viewers. So we have Rain Rizel Tayuan. All right, so he's watching a grade 7 from Ingud Ramona Integrated School. That's in Angadanan, West District. Okay. All right, so we already have an answer. So John Michael Dianco said, when searching reliable sources, I make sure to put .edu in the end. Okay. So Alriza said, figure out what you know. Okay. All right. So, how about the others? Can you share some tips when you are searching information online? So, Rosemel Dayan Canilo said, keep personal information and professional and limited. Yes, that's true. So, di lang tayo basta nagta-type ng mga numbers natin sa mga online forms, for example, because that might actually be used by those people na magsasamantala through us online. Okay? All right, so Marvin De Vera said, to simply put, books can be accessed. All right. All right, so the proper usage of internet. So Trisha Cartagena said, when I search informations, I make sure that they're reliable through their domains. Yes. Janielle said, I search information about different trusted sources and compare them in order to ensure that the info is correct. Wow, you know what? Your sharing of information or sharing of answers are really overwhelming. Okay, but we are really running out of time. Okay, so by the way, don't forget, students, that our library resources and search engines have similarities and differences. So both are rich sources of information and could be accessible in different ways as well. On the other hand, we also learned that search engines are websites through which users can search internet content. And to do this, users enter the desired search term into the search field. So how do we search with the search engine? Don't forget the number one, you have to figure out what you need to know first. And the next one is you have to combine keywords to focus your search, double check your information, and book the reliable websites. Now, let's check it out if all of the objectives were met for today's lesson. So, well, for our cognitive domain, of course, you were able to we were able to define search engine and its uses. We were able to share one's best practice when searching information online. And of course, we were able to use search engine in finding information. So, as your assignment, my dear students, please have a screenshot of this one or just watch it. Okay, so take a selfie with your favorite book and share more information about it. Give information about your favorite book by searching through any search engine we learned today, and kindly include the URL or site of your reference. Hi, Tutor Drazel. Okay, now for the submission of assignment, of course, you have to access Tutor Drazel's page and, of course, my personal Facebook page for your submissions. And for exit assessment, you just have to scan the QR code and answer the Google form for the exit assessment. And the evaluation and feedback, of course, we also have to scan the QR code and answer it very honestly. So
Yes,
that's it.
I would like to remind everybody, of course, to please do answer the evaluation sheets, because
Yes.
that is really very important for us. And aside from that, it will really be for our improvement. And of course, if we improve, that will be a good call for you, because you will also be improving because of our enhancement. So another thing before we end, Tutor Arnell, I was really reading all the comments, and I would like to thank all the schools who are with us, which are with us today. Let's have Ingud Ramona Integrated School. That's from Isabela. We also have students from SDO Tacloban,
Wow.
Diamantina National High School, Bagnos Integrated School, Macabebe High School in Pampanga, Kalumpang National High School, Pampanga High School, Baruya High School also in Pampanga, and we also have a Chuti from Massachusetts, USA.
Mm.
And of course, I would like to give also a shout out to the editorial board of Mangahan High School Legrand, headed by Janiel Morales, our editor in chief. So, thank you very much. Ayan, we have one more greeting here. Ayan. One of our avid cuties is celebrating her birthday today. Happy,
Oh,
happy birthday, Shaka Year Solis.
happy
And
birthday.
yes, a special ETUlay birthday for you. God bless, anak. So with that, Tutor Nell, let us say goodbye.
Yes. All right. So, well, of course, let's see each other again every Tuesday at 1:40 to 2:20, and next week for another ETLI session. So, well,
Yes.
these are all of the tutors from the English Junior High School department. And yes, up next, it would be Tutor Rubeline and Tutor Jovet for English 8. Thank you so much, my dear
Okay.
students, and have a
Happy,
wonderful
happy
day.
Tuesday, everyone, and happy learning. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. See you next time.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!